Well, hello guys. It's your boy AR Legends, and today I am back with another what if. What if Naruto was banished from the village? As you guys already know, this what if is quite famous on YouTube, and many people has done this what if already. But I have decided to do this what if of my own version. Hope you guys like it. So please like and subscribe this channel. And also tell me in comments if I should make more part of what if Naruto's parents were revived. Tell me in comments so I will make more part if you guys want me to. So let's get into this part. I have thought a lot and thought of different ways how Naruto can be banished from the village. I can do this part when Naruto stole the scroll of ceilings or when Naruto was a child. That what if can be made, but the problem in that what if will be that Naruto will not have the relationship of brother and friends with other people such as Sasuke, Sakura and other rookie nines. He will not know them if he left the village at the at a small age or when he stole the scroll of ceilings because the friendship between Sasuke and Naruto starts when Naruto was assigned to Team 7 and other people when they took the Chunin exam. So I've decided to make this what if when Naruto came back from the Sasuke retrieval mission. He was lying on a bed when he opened his eyes. He wandered around and saw that he was in hospital. Some nurse and doctors were staring at him, knowing that he is the ninth Jinchuriki, and they also heard that Sasuke has left because of him, and he was not able to bring back Sasuke from his mission, as they got another reason to hate Naruto. But Naruto was lying on bed, remembering the bad memories, remembering the pain and the damage that Sasuke has caused to him. He remembered that when Sasuke attacked him with Chidori and passed the Chidori through his chest, he could have died without the nine tails, but he survived somehow. As he was remembering those bad memories, he also came to realization that nor his sensei nor his teammate Sakura has visited him in the hospital. But Sasuke thought that Kakashi sensei must be busy and Sakura will be sad because I am not able to bring back Sasuke. After one day of rest, Naruto was released from the hospital as his wounds had already been healed thanks to the power of Kyuubi. As Naruto was thinking of meeting Sakura, then he saw that Sakura and Ino were talking. Naruto ran up to her and said, "Hi Sakura." Sakura stared at him. Naruto also realized that the people were staring at him today more than usual, as he was used to the stares, but these stares were of disgrace this time. And Sakura slapped Naruto. She ran up to him and slapped him on the face. Before Naruto can say anything, Sakura said, "You promised me that you will bring back Sasuke. How I am so stupid that I thought that a dead last of the academy, the weakest ninja in the whole world, can bring back someone like Sasuke." Naruto said, "No, Sakura, I tried my best. I tried everything." Sakura said, "Your everything is nothing compared to Sasuke. You are the one who should have left the village, not Sasuke. And I bet you did not even try to bring him back so that I can go out with you. Let me tell you something, Naruto. You are a disgrace to this village, and I will never go out with you." These words hurt Naruto to the soul as he was remembering everything how people treated him, and remembering that what Sasuke did to him. Naruto told Sakura, Sasuke tried to kill me and passed Chidori through my chest. Sakura said, yeah, he must have done that, but I am disappointed in him that why didn't he pass the Chidori through your heart? You should have died by his hand. At least then you would have been at least that would be useful for the whole village. No, for the whole world, because you are just a trash to this world who should be removed from this world. All of these words Sakura was saying, Naruto was getting more and more depressed. Ino said, stop it, Sakura. I know that you have feelings for Sasuke, but you should not have said those words to Naruto. Sakura said, you shut up, Ino. You don't realize that now how useless Naruto is. Naruto had had enough as he was about to say something to Sakura. Then suddenly Ambu appeared. No, forget that. Naruto was getting disappointed in his friendship with Sakura and depressed, but he was also getting angrier and angrier as some of the nine-tailed chakra was released, as his eyes turned to fox eyes and his nails grew. His hair became more spikier, but before he could do anything, he calmed down as he let off the nine-tailed chakra and just started walking away. People saw this, and Ambu were seeing all of this, and they reported to the council and Danzo. After that, a council was held discussing about Naruto Uzumaki, as all of them wanted him to be banished. Most of the council members, especially civilian councils, as they have saw that Naruto has unleashed some of the nine-tailed chakra, as they were scared of it. The council were reported that Naruto Uzumaki unleashed some of the nine-tailed chakra in village, as many people have sensed it, especially Tsunade and Danzo and other high-ranking ninjas, as all of them came to the decision that Naruto Uzumaki should be banished from the village. But some of the people were against it, like Ino's father, Shikamaru father, and Choji father. But Hiyashi Hyuga and other council members were not against him, as they wanted Naruto to be gone. Tsunade tried his best to help Naruto, but all of it was in vain, as they were not listening to him at all. The elders made the decision with Danzo that Naruto Uzumaki should be banished from the village. So they called Naruto. Naruto was in his house. Sorry guys for the pause. Naruto was lying in his house as he was very depressed. Then suddenly the Ambu arrived on his door and knocked at the door. Naruto went to the door and saw that Ambu was standing there. One of them said, Naruto Uzumaki, you have been called to the council. Naruto said, what now? As he did not want to go to the council, but he had to, as Ambu took Naruto to the council. After reaching the council, everyone was staring at him. Naruto said, hi, Granny. Then one of the elders said, you brat, show Hokage some respect. Otherwise, you will face the consequences. Naruto said, okay. Lady Hokage, you have summoned me here. As Tsunade was looking down, as she did not want to make eye contact with Naruto, as she was ashamed what was about to happen to Naruto. Then Danzo spoke, Naruto Uzumaki, it was your mistake that Sasuke Uchiha has left the village and you are not able to bring him back to the village. And you have also unleashed some of the Ninth chakra within the village. How dare you to do that? Because of these actions of yours, you are intolerable, and we council had decided to banish you. The last words of banish hit Naruto hard, as he was not expecting this. He was expecting that his ninja license would be cancelled for some time or something like that. Naruto wanted to shout at them, but he was so shocked after hearing all of this. But Naruto said, "But I am responsible for Sasuke leave. He is a ninja and he is responsible for his own actions." Civilian council said, "Shut up, you demon. You are the reason of all of our problems. You should have died in that mission, but you have came back without our Uchiha. So you will be punished for that." As Naruto tried to give them reasoning, but they were not listening to him. Naruto said, "It's enough. You have 2 days to leave the village, otherwise you will be executed according to our laws." Naruto was looking at Tsunade. Then Tsunade was looking down, but she made the eye contact and said, "Naruto Uzumaki, give me your headband back." As Naruto was not expecting all of this at all, but he had to do it anyways, as he returned the headband to the council to Tsunade. Tsunade was on the verge of crying, but she held herself as she did not want to show people her weaknesses. Naruto left the council, depressed, as he wanted to shout and cry, but he could not able to do any of these. Then he went to his special place, as he always spent most of his time when he was in depressed or anything, to the head of fourth Hokage of Mountain Side Picture. He was looking down upon the village and thinking about his dream that was crushed in front of his eyes, as now he can never become a Hokage, as he always wanted to become a Hokage so that people can acknowledge him and trust him, so that he can be respected. But now all of it has been destroyed. The village that was once his home, he has been banished from, as he did not understand a thing. All of this was very sudden for him and was shocking. But now he was getting a bit angrier at the fact that he was being banished for something he did not do. He was being banished because of Sasuke's action and Sakura, who made him angry so that he can unleash the ninth chakra. As Naruto was thinking all of this, he was getting angrier and angrier, but same time depressed and sad. Then he just left it all and decided to go to his home to pack things, as he did not want it to stay in the village anymore. The news spread quickly that Naruto Uzumaki has been banished from the Hidden Leaf. And when Naruto's friend heard this news, they were very sad and angry at the same time, because they heard that he was being banished because he was not able to bring back Sasuke. Shikamaru tried to reason with council, saying that he was in charge of that mission, so it should be his responsibility. But they did not listen to him at all. They were just giving lame excuses how Naruto is the real cause of the failure of the mission. He should have been able to bring back Sasuke, but he was not able to do so. So he will be punished at any cost. Shikamaru saw some people smirking under their breath and realized that it is just an excuse so that they can get rid of Naruto, as they did not like Naruto at all, and he had already figured out that Naruto was the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails. After that, Naruto packed his stuff, start to pack his stuff, and Before leaving, he decided to meet some of his friends as they came to his but he was packing. Then his friends came to his house and all of them met Naruto for the last time. Neji and all of the rookies who went to the mission with him as they were sad. When Hinata heard all of this, she was broken as she never thought that her father would vote for Naruto to be gone and village will do something like this. All of them were shocked and very ashamed for being the part of such a corrupted village, as they cannot do anything now for Naruto. Naruto met all of them and he packed his stuff and went, and he told his friend that he will leave 2 days after. So they decided to leave him alone. But in reality, Naruto was planning to leave the village tonight so that he do not have to deal with people celebrating or glaring at him more, as he wanted to just leave the village so that he can live a peaceful life once again. At that night, Naruto went to the Tsunade office as Tsunade was in her office. When she saw Naruto coming from the door, she was depressed and became more sad as she wanted to cry or something, do something about it, but she was not able to do any of this. Naruto just picked his locket that Tsunade gave him and placed it on the table and said, "It's goodbye, Tsunade." And by saying this, he left the village, left the office. Tsunade was shocked when she heard her name coming from Naruto's mouth. She did not expected Naruto to call her by her name, as she was used for Naruto to call her Granny or Bacha. But she expected that much, that their relation will change eventually. After that, Naruto left the village. Tanjiro was planning to capture Naruto as he heard that Naruto will be leaving 2 days after, so he did not do anything for now. But he was not expecting for Naruto to leave tonight, as all of them were not expecting for Naruto to leave so suddenly. Naruto visited Ramen Man and ate a bowl of ramen and told them that he was being banished. They were also shocked to hear this, but they cannot do anything about it. Ramen guy gave Naruto half of the money that he had on the counter and told him that he will always miss him and always remember his number one customer and a good boy. Naruto just simply made a small smile at this and left the village. Next day, every rookie decided to meet Naruto so that they can cheer him up and told him that one day they will meet again. But but when they went to his house, they saw that there was no one in the house. They knocked for some time, then they decided to open the door forcefully and saw that nothing was there. Everything was gone. His clothes and everything. As they were shocked, Shikamaru said, "Uh, he must have left the village. I should have known that." Neji asked, "What do you mean by that?" Shikamaru said, he sighs and said, "No one in the village likes Naruto. And he must have decided to leave the village as early as possible, not wanting to deal with people celebrating for his banishment." As all of them were sad. Now let's get to the Naruto side. Naruto was walking as he had no place to go. But then he remembered something. He remembered a book he was once reading. Or you can say that he was being forced to read by Iruka. That book was on the clans, different clans, most powerful, such as Senju's, Uchihas. And he also remembered that there were other clans. So he decided to check his bag if he still had that Luckily, he had that book that he packed by mistake because he was depressed, not wanted to pack any useless thing such as a book, but he had it. Then he start reading about it, and when he saw a specific name, his heart just slipped a beat. It was about the Uzumaki clan. Naruto was happy to read it and was thinking why didn't he read it earlier. And but when he started reading, he realized that Uzumaki clan has been destroyed long ago, as three great nations have decided come together to destroy a single clan. As he was angry on it, but he cannot do anything about it now. He read that the home village of the Uzumakis, Uzugakare, are the village hidden in the whirlpools. He decided to went to that direction so that he can live there, hoping to meet some of the Uzumakis still living there. Because now Uzumakis are the only family that Naruto have. So he decided to went to the Whirlpool village. But then suddenly he saw that someone was following him. When he looked behind, he saw Hinata was following him all along. As it was just an early morning, some walk and some rest, as he was not far distance from the Konoha. So Hinata catch up. Naruto asked Hinata, "Why are you here? Are you on a mission?" Hinata said, "No, Naruto-kun. I am following you because I am coming with you." Naruto was shocked to hear this. Naruto said, "Why are you following me? You cannot come with me as I am being banished from the village. So I will not be placed as a missing nin. But if you left the village, you will be placed as a missing nin and it will be against the rules." Hinata told Naruto that she loved him. When Naruto heard this, he did not believe his ears, as he was confused and shocked at the same time. Hinata told Naruto that she loved him since they were kids, as Naruto saved her from the bullies, and she always loved him and wanted to be with him. But when she heard that village has banished you and her father had also waited for you to be gone, she cannot bear this and decided to leave the village, as she do not want to live in that village. Naruto was for some time shocked, but then a smile came on his lips as he was smiling a bit, knowing that there are still people who love him. Naruto said, "Okay, Hinata, I will be with you. But you cannot come with me. You should go back to your village, as it is still your village, and your parents and your small sister will be missing you." As Naruto was trying to convince her to go back to the village. But she insisted that she will come with him. So Naruto decided to go along with Hinata. Naruto told Hinata that they will be going to the Uzumaki village, Uzugakare, and Hinata agreed to this. Hinata said, "I will follow you anywhere you go." Hinata had some money with her, knowing that they will be off from the village, so she wanted to have some money so that they can survive. And she also wrote a letter to her father telling him that she is leaving the village with Naruto and will not come back to the village ever again. After some walk in Konoha, people were celebrating as the demon has been banished from the village. But they soon realized that Naruto has already left the village. But they did not care. But for Danzo, it was just like a heart attack that Naruto has already left the village. He gathered his Ambu and ordered them to follow him right now. But it was too late that Naruto had already crossed the border of the Fire Country and was heading towards the Uzugakure. I don't know if Uzukakure was in Fire Country, but let's just say it was not. As they were heading, Naruto simply entered the village, but for some reason Hinata was not able to enter the village as there was some force field stopping her. Naruto was shocked to see that. Naruto asked Hinata why is she not entering the village. Hinata said, I wanted to enter it, but there is some force field forcing me not to enter it. Naruto was shocked, but then he thought that it must be the protection of this village so that only an Uzumaki can enter this village. Naruto said, Hinata, you wait here. I wander around the village to see what can I do about this seal and protection. Hinata nodded and Naruto entered the village, and after wandering for some time he saw that there was a broken building, and it was seems to be like a Hokage building in back in Konoha. So he decided to enter the village. After entering the village, he saw a scroll. When he opened it, he learned that if you want an Uzumaki to enter the village, he must have this bracelet as they are placed next to the door. Naruto was happy to get it as he picked one of them and give it to Hinata. After that, Hinata used that bracelet to enter the village. As they were wandering around the village, looking that the village was destroyed already, Naruto was hoping to see any Uzumaki there, but he was disappointed to see that there was no people around. But he was still happy that Hinata has came with him. Otherwise, he would have been lonely. They wander around the village for some time, looking for some people, hoping that there will be some Uzumakis must have been survived. But there were none. After that, Naruto told Hinata that that's the main building. It's like a Hokage office in this village. So they decided to go there. After some walking, Naruto saw a door. Naruto told Hinata that they should go there. But when Hinata saw it, Hinata said, there is nothing there, as no door is there. Naruto said, what are you talking about, Hinata? The door is there. Can't you see it? Hinata looked again and saw nothing. Hinata activated his Byakugan and tried to see something, but she was not able to see anything once again. Hinata told Naruto that it must be some door that only an Uzumaki can see and open. So you should try it as I cannot see it. Naruto walked to the door and tried to open it. But for his surprise, the door starts glowing and suddenly Hinata was able to see the door as it appeared from nowhere. Hinata told Naruto that she can see that door now. Naruto opened it and they were all shocked and amazed to see that there were scrolls everywhere and there were sections listed as fire, water, earth, lightning and everything and sealing jutsus, and in the middle there were two scrolls. Naruto and Hinata were shocked to see all of these scrolls on Taijutsu, Genjutsu and different sections were made. Naruto said this must be the treasure of the Uzumaki village, and Hinata nodded. Back in the village, Jiraiya came back from his mission and went to Tsunade office. Jiraiya saw Tsunade to be depressed, but he said, Hey Tsunade, I am back. I wanted to ask you something. I want Naruto to come with me for some years so that they can train. After hearing the name of Naruto, Tsunade became more depressed. As she was sad, remembering everything, how she was not able to do anything to protect Naruto from being banished. Tsunade told Jiraiya about everything, how the elders and council had decided to banish Naruto, and Naruto has already been banished from the village, and no one knows where did he go. Jiraiya, you can say, pissed. No, he was angry, furious at this. He started to shout at Tsunade and told her that the one you have banished is the son of the fourth Hokage. How can that people do this to the son of fourth Hokage? Tsunade told him that she knows that Naruto is the son of fourth Hokage as well as council, but that does not change the fact that they all hate him. Jiraiya wanted to shout. Then they made a council meeting as Jiraiya wanted to see council, and they made a council meeting. All elders and Danzo and the council was there. Then Jiraiya came into the council, all of them knowing that it is not going to be good at all. Jiraiya came and started shouting at the elders that how can they allow it and how dare they to banish Naruto. Civilian council was not there as it was a council of shinobi leaders. As they Danzo spoke and told him that Naruto was banished because of his own mistakes and he was a demon and should have been banished long ago. As this village do not need a demon like him. Jiraiya starts shouting at him, telling him that he should shut his trash now, otherwise he will launch and Rasengan on his ass. After hearing all of this, Danzo knew that he should shut up, knowing the power of Jiraiya. After that, Jiraiya calmed down a bit, and council did not hear one thing to him. Jiraiya said, okay then. He lifted his headband and threw it toward the council. He said, if Naruto is banished, then so am I. All the council was shocked after seeing that Jiraiya has just lift his headband and throw it at them. They start to worry about their condition now. Danzo stand up and spoke angry, saying that how can you do this to Konoha? You are taking the side of that demon. He's a trash and you cannot do this to us. Now Jiraiya said, no, all of you deserve this. Danzo said, you have betrayed us and you will be punished for that. Jiraiya said, you can try and know that I did not betray any of you. You have betrayed me and Naruto, saying that he left the village, he left the council, and saying that they can do their work from now on. All the spy network and every information that Jiraiya has ever given to them will not be provided by him at all. And if they want to place him like a missing nin, they can do so. He does not care and will kill any Konoha shinobi who tried to capture him or anything like that. All the council was shocked and worrying about themselves, knowing that the information that Jiraiya used to provide was the most important thing in the village. Now they don't know what will happen to them. As it was expected, Shikamaru father said, he told them that Jiraiya is the godfather of that child and it was expected that he will be angry. But now we have to deal with our own problems as Jiraiya will not help them at all. Tsunade was also shocked after seeing what Jiraiya did as she was there quiet. She did not say a single word. After that, Jiraiya just left without saying goodbye to anyone, especially Tsunade, as he did not want to face her, knowing that she could have stopped everything with her power of being Hokage. But she was not able to. It was her weakness. And he did not expect such a weakness from Tsunade. And he decided to find Naruto. He decided to use his spy network to find Naruto where he is. In the meanwhile, Naruto entered that room of the seals and everything as he was able to see everything there. He saw that there were two scrolls in the center. By looking at them, he can say that those two scrolls are seem to be special. He opened one scroll and saw on the top written the secret technique of the Uzumaki's Reaper Death Seal. Seeing when Naruto spoke those words inside his stomach, Kurama heard that, remembering that how he was sealed with the help of that Reaper, and he was a bit scared after hearing that name again. Naruto read the full scroll, knowing that it is a one-time deal. If you use this seal, your soul will be captured by the Reaper, and you can seal someone anywhere. Naruto decided to learn that technique, but not wanted to use it anytime soon. Not wanted to die. And Hinata took the other scroll. When she read the scroll, she was shocked as it was written as the secret Uzumaki technique of hundreds healings. After reading that, she was shocked as she knew that it was the technique that Tsunade was so famous of. It was the technique because of it. Tsunade was considered to be one of the strongest. She did not knew that it was an Uzumaki technique. She told Naruto how it is an Uzumaki technique and Tsunade is a user of it. Naruto did not want to hear the name Tsunade as he considered her to be a traitor. Then he read everything. In this time, Naruto has already figured out the secret of shadow clones and also told Hinata about it. Naruto told Hinata that they will be training here for some time as there is no problem of the resourcemen as they can hunt from the forest nearby and from the pond for the fishes, and everything will be provided to them here as all of them as both of them decided to train and work hard to prove that they are strong and to become strong to protect each other. During this time, both Hinata and Naruto were growing closer to each other as Naruto was warming up to her, has started to fall in love with her. First, Naruto used to see her like a friend, but he soon realized that he always loved Hinata, and Sakura was nothing compared to her. So both of them decided to train here. Okay, guys, uh, I should do some more. In the meantime, Jiraiya was searching for Naruto as he was not able to find him anywhere. But he decided not to just give up. As Danzo was also finding Naruto. But they did not expect Naruto to go to Uzugakure as they knew that they cannot enter that village anyways as there was a protective force. Naruto has already found the secret weapons who were considered to be on par with the seven swords of the mist as it was considered to be most powerful weapons ever created. That is one of the reasons that Uzumaki village was destroyed as he had such advanced power and people of the great nations wanted those weapons but they were not able to find them. Naruto resealed the weapons and took a sword, a powerful and cool looking one for himself, and Hinata took a dagger from the treasure of Uzumaki. See also Naruto also found gold in the Uzumaki. Even though Uzumaki village were destroyed, but they were not able to find anything, nothing, not scrolls, techniques, weapons or gold, anything. Naruto said it must be the treasure of Uzumaki's as now Naruto and Hinata were rich as they did not have to worry anything about. If they want anything, they can use the transformation technique to hide themselves and go shop around the different villages. In the meantime, Naruto has already mastered many techniques there, such as 100 healings and healing technique. When Naruto used to heal Hinata after training, Hinata chakra levels also grew, and Hinata also made his own techniques such as 361 palms techniques, shutting down the complete network of enemy, and other techniques. Here we take a time script of 3 years. Jiraiya was still finding for Naruto, trying to find him, not wanted to lose his godson, as he decided to find him till his death, not wanted to give up on his godson. In the meantime, all rookies were getting stronger to change the system of Konoha, as they knew that the village is corrupted to its core. So all of them wanted to get strong to become the leaders of their respective clans and change the village. Naruto first had hatred for the village, but as you know, Ashura side and with the help of Hinata, he got over that hatred, not wanted to destroy or do anything to Konoha. After in this time, after 1 year, with the help of Shadow Clones, 1.5 year with the help of Shadow Clones, he has already mastered all the techniques were there and had many techniques mastered. Now he wanted to restore the village hidden in the whirlpools. So he decided to wander around the world with Hinata so that he can restore his village. In this time, after 3 years of time skip, Naruto had already gathered many people that were banished or betrayed by their villages and offered them to come to the Uzumaki village as the village started to rebuild, and Naruto named the village hidden in the whirlpools, as all of them were happy to go with Naruto as they saw that how strong Naruto was. In the meantime, Naruto had already defeated the Akatsuki and changed the mind of Tobi, aka Obito Uchiha, telling him that he should let go what he is doing, as Naruto made him convince him. As they both, Naruto and Obito, fought at the last, and Obito lost to Naruto, and Naruto told him that he can see that Obito has suffered many hardships as he do not have to do anything. What if the plan you are following and the tablet you are following was wrong, as someone has changed the tablet? Knowing that it could be a possibility, Naruto told Obito that he cannot just destroy the world. As you can see, Obito told Naruto his story and told him that he was the friend of Kakashi after his loss, as both Naruto and Obito were lying on the ground. Obito finally decided to tell Naruto his story. Naruto told Obito that he should not give up on the world as he can work hard to change the world for the best, and told Obito that if the person you love see you now, what will she think about you? Do you really think that she will like you? In the other world, she must have now started to hate you for the bad things you have done. After hearing those words, Obito's mind changed. Now realizing his mistakes and seeing that how bad he has already done. He wanted to took his life to repay, but Naruto stopped him, telling him that taking his life will not change anything. He should start doing good things so that he can repay for the bad deeds. Naruto also convinced Nagato and Konan to join his village, as all the Akatsuki, the bad members who just wanted to kill, were destroyed by Naruto, such as Hidan, Kakuzu, those two immortals, and other bad members. But the people who could be changed were taken in by Naruto in Whirlpool village. In this time, Naruto was gathering people. One day he was sitting in a bar with Hinata as both of them were transformed. Then they saw an old pervert. Naruto's eyes wide open when he realized that who he was. Naruto just walked up to him as he was transformed, as he placed a hand on the shoulder of the Jiraiya. Jiraiya just looked toward him, not realizing the man. After that, Naruto just hugged him so tightly. As Jiraiya felt the familiar feeling as he just said one word, Naruto. As Naruto started crying a bit, missing his grand, missing his godfather. Jiraiya also hugged him back tightly. After that, they went out of the restaurant as Naruto and Hinata transformed back as it was a great reunion for Naruto and Jiraiya. Naruto told Jiraiya what he was doing all this time. Jiraiya asked where he was as he was using his spy network, but he was not able to find any clue of Naruto. Naruto said, I don't know about your spy network, but I was for some time. I was in Uzugakure, the Uzumaki village. Hearing that Nate, Jiraiya just simply nodded, remembering that he found everywhere except that village. Ashamed of his spy network, then Naruto told him that he has already restarted the Uzumaki village as he had many shinobi there and it has become a quite civilized village as people have started to live there. Jiraiya was shocked to hear this, but he heard some rumors that Uzumaki village has been restarted. Naruto placed a seal there that only a person who has a small percentage of Uzumaki blood can enter there, and Naruto placed some of his blood in all the people there so that only they can enter the village. Naruto also told Jiraiya that he has already defeated the Akatsuki. Jiraiya was shocked to hear this, as he heard that Akatsuki was defeated, but he did not knew how. Jiraiya asked, "How did you defeat all of them?" All of them were S rank shinobi and above Kage level. Naruto simply smirked. He said, Purvisage, you are underestimating the power of Uzumakis. After hearing this, Jiraiya realized that what Naruto was talking about. He said, so you founded the techniques of Uzumaki there? Naruto simply nodded and told him everything. How there were scrolls and different techniques in Uzumaki village and he trained hard there and in his journeys and he has defeated Akatsuki recently with a hard training of 2.5 years. And he also told when Jiraiya saw the mark on the head of Naruto as well as Hinata, he was shocked to saw that. He asked both of them what is meant by that mark and how did they get that. Naruto told him that it was an secret Uzumaki technique of 100 healings. Jiraiya told Naruto that Tsunade has also the same mark and same technique. Naruto said yes, that technique was taught to her by Mito Uzumaki, her grandmother, and she was an Uzumaki. And I don't mind Tsunade using that mark anyways. After listening all of this, Jiraiya was relieved that his godson was happy and Naruto told him about Hinata and him being together. Jiraiya asked Naruto for a simple spar as Naruto agreed and both of them start using taijutsu. Jiraiya saw that Naruto had so much force behind his taijutsu and his taijutsu is something that he has never seen before. Not knowing the taijutsu of Uzumaki is known to be greater than any taijutsu. Jiraiya was impressed with his power. Jiraiya said, okay, let's see if you still remember this technique. Jiraiya made a Rasengan and dashes towards Naruto. Naruto also made a Rasengan with a single hand and both of their Rasengans collide and Both of them went to opposite directions. Jiraiya was amazed to see the power of Naruto, as he was proud of his godson. They sparred for some time using ninjutsu, fire techniques, lightning. In this battle, Jiraiya realized that Naruto used the five elements jutsu, amazed that he has only four, and he do not have five elements, but feeling proud at the same time. They sparred for some time. Then Jiraiya decided to use Sage Mode, seeing that Naruto was impressed, not knowing what is this. But then when they start using Taijutsu, Naruto quickly realized that the power of Jiraiya has increased drastically as he cannot engage in Taijutsu. Naruto made some distance as said, so your power has increased, but I can sense your chakra has become different as well, and your appearance. So let's see if you can keep up with this. Naruto activated the mark of hundreds healings, and the monstrous strength of Tsunade also came to Naruto, as he already figured out how Tsunade had that strength. Jiraiya also realized that he cannot engage in taijutsu as his advantage has been taken over. Jiraiya simply deactivated the Sage mode and hands up. He told Naruto that he won and he is impressed that Naruto has become so much stronger. Though Naruto was a bit amazed to see that technique and interested in it, Naruto asked Jiraiya what was that. Jiraiya told Naruto that it was the Sage mode and explained the power of Sage mode. Naruto was interested in it and decided to learn the Sage mode. Jiraiya told him that he can teach him that. Naruto told him that they will take 1 week. It will take 1 week to reach to the Uzumaki village by walk, right? Jiraiya said yes. As Jiraiya wanted to visit the Uzumaki village, Naruto said, okay, let's go. In between, all of them decided to train for the Sage mode. Wanted to train. Naruto also explained the principle of the shadow clones as Jiraiya was shocked after hearing that, as he never figured it out. Not even third Hokage figured that out. If he knew that secret, he would have used that to do his paperwork. Jiraiya simply nodded. With the help of shadow clones, Naruto made 50 shadow clones and Hinata made 20 shadow clones. And they started learning the Sage mode. And within 1 week, they were able to learn this perfect Sage mode. In the meantime, Jiraiya was also training, trying to perfect his Sage mode, not wanted to left behind from his two students now. In this time, Itachi has already been killed by the hands of Sasuke, as Itachi let him be killed by him. And yeah, and they went to the hidden village, hidden in the whirlpools. As they reached that village, Jiraiya was shocked to see Nagato and Konan there, as both of them came to him, calling him sensei, and hugged him tightly. Naruto was shocked to hear that. Naruto asked if both of them knew each other. Jiraiya told him that both of them were their former students, but Jiraiya was a bit sad knowing the death of his former student. In the meanwhile, in the village, hidden in the leaves, Sasuke has returned to the village and has been declared to become Hokage after some time, as people wanted him to become Hokage soon enough. But Tsunade did not want Sasuke to become Hokage, knowing that he was a bit too arrogant for becoming a Hokage. But she cannot do anything as council wanted him to become. As the news spread very fast that a new village known as the village hidden in the whirlpools has came back, as all of the five great nations were shocked when they heard that news. Okay guys, here I will left this part. Hope you like it. Please like and subscribe and told me in comments if you want another part of this. Okay.